The Houston Rockets. I have here the Rockets ain't nothing to mess with as they put on an otherworldly game in Game 5 against the Golden State Warriors. And not that you needed to say this about a 2 seed, but this team is for real. And they are a for real problem in the NBA playoffs. I think that they have a incredible base to build around now. And I know if this season ends for them in their next game, there is going to be a lot of discussion about bringing in a superstar, right? Because we're anticipating, and we're going to talk about the Bucks here in a second. We're anticipating Giannis could be available. We are anticipating that someone from Phoenix is going to be available. I would probably stay away from Beal, but you know what I mean. Like Booker or KD could be a big move. And these guys, they have picks and they have a ton of exciting young talent that they can help put everything over the top on. So there's going to be a lot of that. But as they are currently set up, this is a scary, scary basketball team to run into when everything is rolling. And the big key to get everything rolling for them is their point guard, Fred VanVleet. And we saw this with the Raptors in 19. Toronto does not make that run to the championship. Yeah, point to the guy there. You see him. They do not make that run if Fred VanVleet doesn't find another level. And there was a lot of theories at the time that he became a new dad and got that dad strength. But whatever it is back. He has been unconscious from deep. And when he is doing that, combining with the defense that this team can put on, it is so difficult to stop. And they can beat you in so many ways. When they put that big lineup out there where they have Adams and Şengün as the two bigs, just them alone, I think it was like 36% offensive rebound rate, which is silly good. I don't think you could do that 5-on-none with some teams. It is just that they are that good. And then you put the length of Thompson out there, and then basically with anyone, if you want, like Brooks, Smith, whoever, even just Fred VanVleet, who ain't the biggest guy out there, they can just really lock things down. And when Fred is hitting from deep and you really have to pay attention to him, it unlocks the rest of the offense. And that's what's happened in the last couple of games, where it was getting to the point the Warriors were just cheating off of VanVleet because he wasn't making anything. And now he is heat checking them and making some very big shots. And so now you really have to like one-on-one everything. And this Houston team, they still have a little bit of refining offensively to do, but they can be very dangerous, and a lot of smart cuts, a lot of great movement with this team, and a lot of guys who are comfortable handling the ball. I don't know if I would run my entire offense through it, but Şengün has had a couple of very good passes, and being able to distribute in those ways while also being gigantic has caused a few problems for Golden State. So the Warriors, or the Rockets, have kind of found their max level. The other part of it has been the play of Thompson, who is turning into a superstar right in front of our eyes. And people were talking about this all season long. Now that Houston has this national spotlight, we are seeing it. This is one of the best defensive jobs on Steph Curry any one human being has ever done. And that was the key in Game 5, is that they were able to get the ball out of Steph's hands and try to make the other guys beat them. And for a bit, Pajemski is able to make a couple of threes, and Post hits a couple of threes. But with Jimmy Butler still banged up and Draymond being inconsistent on the offensive side, that is like they need the ball in Steph Curry's hands. And Thompson is one of the first ones who has really been able to just one-on-one be able to do that. And now they're throwing help with him as well. I'm understanding it is not just a box and one with him out there, but the work that he has been able to do has really thrown Golden State, or at least it did in Game 5, really threw Golden State off of their game plan. And I can't remember the last time that someone was able to successfully do someone else beat us with Steph Curry without throwing 4 human beings at him all at one time. That this has been, again, an amazing performance. And like there is, I think, quite a bit of refining that he needs to do on the offensive side. But if he gets that going at all, this kid is scary good and an all-star for a really, really, really long time. And then Şengün, I think when he is distributing well, that unlocks something in the rest of this offense. But they are for real. This isn't just a young team that we're going to see. They were a 2 seed that year, man. I don't know. Like they're not Memphis. Honestly, they're what Orlando should aspire to be, where the defensive part is locked down, but the offense can be really threatening too. On the Golden State side, like they They need their best guys to be their best guys. They are not going to win this. While I have liked Heel at times in this series, they are not going to win this if Podziemski and Heel and Post are the ones who are taking all of the shots. This needs to be whatever pelvic contusion Jimmy Butler has, that needs to be fixed here very quickly. They need Butler and they need Curry to both be the best guys, and the Rockets have been phenomenal at taking Curry away. The matchup with Butler can be a little bit more challenging, but that one, that is the one that I think would keep Houston up at night. Is like Dylan Brooks. He has all the experience. Canadian kid, love the dude. But he has had a couple of times when Jimmy gets going of keeping Butler in front of him, keeping him out of the paint where Jimmy wants to thrive, and he can hit enough from deep that it's a problem. So, like, Butler, I think, has to really get back to being a weapon in this next game 6 here to allow Steph Curry a little bit of room to breathe, at least from just being smothered by Thompson. But again, the moral of this story is the Houston Rockets are a terrifying basketball team to play against right now. If you missed any of anything from this stream, which we're coming up on an hour and a half on the stream here today, first of all, come on, what are we doing? But secondly, you can catch it in podcast form. We are available on Spotify as well as Apple. Just search out Couch Potato Diary and wherever you get your podcasts.